Hello. Yeah, I guess I'm here to show people who might be watching this what I've been making in Minecraft. It's laggy. Okay, so this is my almost completed Minesweeper cell in Minecraft. Six 64 meters high, 23 by 23 meters across, I believe. Right now, it isn't actually like hooked up, so no matter what I do to the toggles, the display won't change at all. As you can tell, there's nothing touching the display. But I can manually change the display anyway by flipping these levers. Each lever controls a different part of the display. It is, let's see, not a 7-segment, it's like a 11-segment display. So you have the normal 7 segments, plus 2 fills to fill in all pixels, and also the squares inside of the the squares, like right around here, that you can also control independently. So as you can see, I've made just a little 5, or not so little, but so yeah, that's how the display works. It's kind of complicated. Now on to the counting mechanism. From here to here is the counting mechanism. Basically what it does is it has 8 inputs representing the 8 different squares around each square in the game, around this square in Minesweeper. Oh, I should mention that this whole thing is 1 square in a game of Minesweeper. So each of the 8 inputs to the counting mechanism represents one of the squares around this Minesweeper square. Okay, so these each one is obviously controlled by, so each of the surrounding cells. This is 1 cell. And I can actually show you up here the counting mechanism, except like by itself, so it's kind of easier to see. Okay, so here are those same 8 inputs. Okay. I just popped on some levers. Okay, and there are also, I believe, 9 outputs. Yeah, 9 outputs. From 0, let's see, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 is over here, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So the 0 output lights up when 0 of the surrounding cells are mines. So it detects no mines around it. 1 lights up when 1 of them is a mine, 2 when 2 are mines, etc. Basically, it uses, I want to say like 16 or 20 XOR gates and the same amount of AND gates, and it basically compares the outputs of them and comes up with an answer to how many of the inputs are on. So right now I'm simulating one of the surrounding cells being a mine. If you come up here, the 0 output has turned off, and the 1 output has turned on to signify that one of the surrounding mines one of the surrounding cells is a mine. Now if I simulate 2 being mines, the 1 turns off, and the 2 output turns on. So we can do this all the way up, and it doesn't matter which ones are actually flipped on or off. And it seems really simple to count how many of the inputs are on, but it's complicated, believe me. Anyway, and so when you turn on all 8, then the 8 output turns on. And so that's how I guess I'll explain how it works. Okay. First, actually, I have over yonder an example of one of these and an XOR gate things. Oh, okay. So here, actually here. No, here. Sorry, I'm a bit spacey. Each of these, each set of 2 levers and all the stuff behind it, is an XOR gate and an AND gate, and basically what it does is it compares, it XORs the 2 inputs and it ANDs the 2 inputs, and I believe it ORs the 2 inputs, and depending on which ones of those are true, it lights up one the outputs corresponding to those. So right now, both of these inputs are off, so therefore all 3 torches, all 3 outputs, which are this one, and then these 2 upper ones up here, this one and that one, are off, because they're not both on, and neither, yeah, you get the point. So as soon as I turn 1 on, the OR and the XOR outputs turn on. I don't know which one's which, so... Okay, so this is OR. Here. And I'll just say and. Oh, that's bad. Anyway, that's the AND output. So right now both of them are on, so only the AND and the OR outputs are on. If only one of them is on, then the AND is obviously not on, but the XOR and the OR are still on. And if neither are on, then none of the outputs are on. So what I use this minus the OR, because I don't need the OR gate. And I basically use, so for the 8 inputs, I compare 2 at a time. So I compare 2 using XOR and AND. So there's 2 inputs, there's 2 outputs. Then of those outputs, so of the output, so say, okay, sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. These 2, let's follow these 2 inputs right here. Right here. Hold on. So these 2 inputs, we'll follow them. So first they go into an XOR gate, combination XOR and AND gate. Then so then you take the ANDs, the ANDs of these 2 and the ANDs of the next 2, and you XOR and AND them. You do the same for the XORs, so you AND and XOR the 2 XORs. Then you do the same thing again, and an XOR the XORs of the XORs, and an XORs the ANDs of the XORs, and an XOR the XORs of the ANDs, and you AND and XOR the ANDs of the ANDs, and you AND and XOR the XORs of the AND. basically you just keep ANDing and XORing everything until you finally get like 7 outputs. So it comes down to 7 outputs, and it's really funny that some of these outputs are worth, quote unquote, worth 1, some are worth 2, 3, 4, etc. You can't really see them, but this column right here is the outputs. And so when you add them together, that's your final number. So then it goes through a kind of multiplexer, decoder right here. So all of the 7 outputs, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, go into, each one goes into a stack of redstone torches, which just carries the signal upward so that I can decode, multiple ones. And then each one, I either have it so that when the inputs match a certain description, then the output is on. And I do this for all of them, and then it comes down to like something like 14 outputs. But the thing is, with those 14 outputs, like, say 4 of them are worth 6. 4 of them mean that 6 mines are there are 6 mines around it. Like 3 of them mean that 2 mines are at them. So then what I do is I just use an OR gate on all the 6s, and OR gate on all the 2s, blah 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 blah, until you finally get the final 9 outputs that tell you how many of the surrounding cells are mines. Let's see, I think I'm gonna put this on YouTube, so I think I'm gonna cut this off right about here. Anyway, yeah, so all that's remaining to do with my Minesweeper is hook each output up to the segments in the 7 segment or 11 segment display or whatever, and I need to that's pretty much all. Make a control panel, which should be pretty simple, and once that's through, I will have a working game of Minesweeper in Minecraft. Oh yeah, I also have to convince Notch to make redstone propagation go farther than like 300 blocks, because the Minesweeper board's probably only going to be 10 by 10, which is like the same as the size of an easy Minesweeper game. So hey, it might not be that fun, but I think it's pretty cool. So yeah, that's my Minesweeper game in Minecraft so far, and hopefully it'll be done soon, and I'll probably like post schematics and whatnot so you guys can download it, play it, do whatever you want. Okay, have a good day.